make it little different. So we'll start with the story. Okay. So story means it should start like this, right? How? Then I will start in a different way again. So, long ago, so long ago, nobody knows how long ago. So there was a jungle. Okay, the jungle with lush leaves, full of green leaves, trees, like you see in the movies, Avatar, Jungle Book, kind of such jungle. Okay, but in the midst of the jungle there was a lake. Okay, and at the back of the jungle there is an ocean. Okay, but what made the jungle more attractive is this particular lake that is exactly located in the middle of that particular jungle. Why particularly that lake is very much important? That lake is considered as a wisdom lake. What type of wisdom? Or what exactly it is going to help for the living beings in that particular jungle? So that jungle, as I told you, it will have a lot of plants, animals, birds, all those things. Right. So if it is animal or something, right. So they will be doing a lot of activities. Right. But all the animals, if you see, every day when they woke up in the morning, okay, the first thing that they will be doing is going to that lake. The first thing they will do every day is what? Going to that lake, and only then they will start their work. Work in the sense what? Some kids kind of animals will play. Some will walk, and some aged people will walk, and some animals will run, and some will fly, and some will work together. Some will work independently. Like that, a lot of activities will go on. But all those activities are possible only if they have access to that particular what? Wisdom lake. Okay. So out of all the animals there, so what attracted to us, to me particularly, is two deers. Two deers. So the one is actually the male one. His name is Andy, the adventurous. Okay. There is a male guy. There is a female deer. Okay. So her name is Kiki, the cookie. Okay. So this guy Andy is very adventurous. Okay. That's why I told the name itself in that way. Andy the adventurous. Okay. And this girl, Kiki, she is cookie in sense she is very eccentric. She is strange. Okay, these two animals are also a part of that particular jungle along with all the other animals. Particularly these two, if you see, they are actually very friendly with all the animals. Okay, they will be doing their work. Right, and in between, if they are stopped by some other animals, means so they will give way to them. Actually, they will not be like I will only it's my forest. No, not like that. They used to share the jungle with all the animals in a very friendly way. Of course, they are also friends. For your information. So this was going on. So they will work up, they'll do their job, they will help others, they will accept, even in case if they are they are forced to wait in doing their job. Means for that also they will be very casual in accepting that, and they will be leading a very happy life in that particular jungle, and particularly with the help of this particular lake called Wisdom Lake. Okay. On seeing this, happy, life leading by all the animals in this particular jungle, animals from some other jungles also came to this particular area where the lake is located. What is actually happening? Animals on seeing the happiness of the life led by all the animals here, animals from other jungles also started coming to this particular jungle, having this lake. All the animals are very friendly, as I told. Right? So they used to share all the things, and they are nicely leading their lives. And every, imagine that every animal is having a particular, nest or den, you can say. That's where they live. If they have some kids or something, of course they will share the same, nest. After some ages, like in our culture or in any Western culture also, after some ages they will move out of their parents' nest and they will go to some other place for their residing purpose or for their life itself in general. Okay, so that's where it goes. But during one summer, that starts a situation. If it is a summer, what is actually expected? Scarcity of water. What is that? Scarcity of water. So it started in that particular jungle. So particularly with respect to the Wisdom Lake, also started losing this water, and there is only few water available. Every morning, as I told, every animal after waking up, it goes to that lake and it finds there is no water, and they will come back. in a very disappointed way. But that's what I told, right? Every day they will start their activity by going to that wisdom lake. But if there is no water, there is no lake at all, right? So their life, slowly started to get into trouble. Right? Do you remember I told there is an ocean at the back of that particular jungle? Right? They can go there and get water from there, but it's not really very easy to get water from the ocean and all. And particularly when it comes to animals, if you see, they are very much comfortable with the lakes. They are comfortable with streams of water also, but not with the ocean. That takes lot of energy. That takes a lot of risk to go there and get some water from there, and we don't even know whether that will end up in a successful way or not. So what they did, all the animals started searching for water, and particularly our hero and heroine. Who are those? Andy and Kiki. So they, as usual, they started their journey towards a quest for searching water. They started, and they happily, though it is actually scarce, and though they are not having enough water, they are not at all even single amount of water. They are actually going, hoping that they will get water somewhere, somehow. Okay, so on their way, what happens if you see? They come across small, potholes filled with water. They come across what? Small, potholes having less amount of water, but it is of no use actually for them. If it is all combined in one place and there is a considerable amount of water, means at least they can have it. But this potholes, imagine it that they're deers, right? They are not able to have that water also. Though they did not lose their hope, and still they are moving towards finding water. So on the way, they are chit-chatting about their school life, their college life, the times that they spent together. So they are discussing all those things. That is actually making them to move towards. So luckily, on their way, they come across a waterfall. Actually, imagine it is Joke Falls. Okay, in Joke Falls there will be some 4 different falls. What are those? Very good. Raja, Rani, Rocket, and Roar. These are the 4 different falls in Joke Falls. Actually, there will be 4 different things. Like that, they come across one fall, one waterfall. Okay, there is enough water actually. But the problem is water. Can a deer get water from a waterfall like this? It's been abundant actually. They cannot even go near to it. We can't take bath in enjoy in waterfalls, right? Actually, so in such kind of big falls and all. So even if there are excess amount of water, they are not able to have it. Again, they started searching for water without losing their hope for life. So we should get water somewhere, somehow. Like that. Still, again, they started thinking about their family, their the times that they spent together, all those things they are going on. So on their way, they come across a small pond. Okay, a small pond having enough amount of water that is sufficient only for one deer. Sufficient for what? Only one deer. So they are in a stage of almost they are like about to die. So these 2 deers, seeing that, they discussed among themselves. What? They both know, okay, right, that both are in need of water like anything. But there is only water sufficient for one animal, one deer. So what they did, so we will share this. I will take 50% and you take 50% of this water. Like that, they decided, and they even started drinking water in the same pond. It may be, you can imagine as a pond, a small pond or a big pothole. Okay, enough for the 2 deers to get into that and have water. Okay, so they both started drinking water from the same place. That's a small pond that I was telling. But if you see, the water is not getting less, or the water is not getting dry. What actually happens? They both know, right? Both are in need of water. Of course, they are in good friends, or there is something between them, right? So they both are actually pretending. This male Andy is thinking like, no, I will not take it. Let her drink that. And that girl Kiki, what she is thinking, no, I don't want this water. Let Andy have it and let him live. Thinking like this, both are not actually drinking the water. And the situation goes like over time, in the in the next 1 minute or sometime, they both may die. What they are doing actually, they are, because of this, love between them, the both deers, they are like, I want to give it to her and she wants to give it to this guy. The moment they reaches, just 10 seconds or something, when they were about to die, on seeing their unconditional love, it rained from the heaven. What happened? Okay. What happened? On seeing that unconditional love, it rained from the heaven. So that was actually quite a large amount of water that both the deers, had it enough to their, life, and not only satisfied the thirst of those two deers, but also the wisdom lake also got filled. Now all the other animals can also drink water, and the story ends here nicely. Right. Wait. Now, actually, for this particular class, yesterday only we have completed, things related to one particular module, and I thought of revising it. And then I thought, it's been so many days, we have discussed about these puzzles, this story, and all. Right? So I just thought of, sharing a story with you. Okay. You liked it?
Yes, sir.
You all thought that you liked it. Now, what if I tell you the story itself is the division of entire one module of memory management? What if I tell the story itself is the revision of entire one module of memory management that we have just completed yesterday? Sorry, memory management. So on what basis can I try to map it? Okay, I'll start. The first thing, the wisdom lake is actually nothing but main memory or physical memory. Okay. The animals are processes. Animals are all the processes. Okay. Particularly we are considering two processes. Who are those? Andy and Kiki. Okay. So they are actually a kind of independent process or cooperative process. Cooperative process. And every day I told all the animals will go to that lake. Only then they will be able to do their day-to-day activities. Which means only if you are allocated with the memory, you will be able to execute. But that only I told it. What? I'll be sleeping. Every day they will feel like they will born newly. So new state, ready state, running state. I don't know. They will give some weight to the other animals. They will accept if they are interrupted with some other animals. That is nothing but actually the process state transitions. Yes or no? Okay, and then on seeing this, animals from other jungle also started. It's not just about one or two processes. My system may have multiple processes running, and all the processes will be in need of accessing the memory. So they all comes. If all the processes comes, what will happen? Shortage of memory. Yes or no? And that's what I told with respect to summer. Scarcity of water. Okay? And then if there is a scarcity of water, now I told, right, there is an ocean at the back of the jungle. That is actually the water. This storage, hard disk, the back store. That's why particularly I mentioned water. At the back of the jungle, there is a ocean. Okay? So what I told with respect to accessing water from the ocean, it is nothing but demand paging. Getting the water only when it is required. But demand paging always will cost you something. It's not that much easy. Right? So demand paging, and then What are the other things that you can, Okay, I'll tell them. So they started searching for memory. So on the way, I told that they are seeing some potholes filled with small amount of water. What is that?
External fragmentation.
External fragmentation. Very good, Deepak here. External fragmentation. Chunks of memory segments are available in a non-contiguous way. If it is in a contiguous way, of course, it can be allocated to one or the other process. That's what I told it. Small amounts of water are getting, segmented in multiple pathways and not able to access or get to one specific process. Right? And then they are coming across one waterfall. Internal fragmentation, allocating more amount of memory for a particular process that will go waste in any way. So both the concepts of fragmentation is covered. And then what happens? At the end they are finding some bond and they actually share it. Actually from the beginning also I told something like parents and kids will live in the same nest. After some time they will go out. What is that concept? Shared pages initially and then they will go out when it is in this record. Very good. Copy on write. Make a copy, give them a new home only when they are grown up, only when it is required. Copy on write. Very good. And last, what happens? It is rain from the heaven, which is nothing but virtual memory. That is all actually the topics of memory management module. One more thing is missed. What is it you think you can add to this story? Sir, this particular concept, I think you missed. We can add this storyline into this story so that that concept also we can bring into this story. Anyone? You think like, Sorry? Sir, this particular thing, say for example, page replacement. I tried my best, last 2 weeks I'm scratching my head for this actually. The moment I started preparing for this module in the first class, I thought about this story, and I was very sure that I should not pick any example from this concept for the daily classes. If you see the classes and all, I use restaurant example, right, and various other things, theater kind of thing, cinema theater, all those things. Particularly, I was very conscious. Jungle should not come into the picture because I reserve this for the climax. Right? Yeah. Now, it's okay. I understand. Right. Now, anything like what we missed, particularly with respect to page replacement, the FIFO, LRU, counters, what we have, then just think, and I want you to add more values to this story by adding the missed concepts of memory management.
You told that other animals from other jungle come here, so that time we can use this LRU concept or FIFO. Access the bond. So already existing will be there.
That is for page replacement. Okay, I am allowing the animals from other jungles, but on some condition only. What condition? I can allow only 10. Out of the 10, if the 11th one comes, means I will send the first one out. If I follow FIFO, page replacement. So out of the 7, I'll send the one who least recently used it, who came but who is not using it. Means I will use, I will consider that guy for the replacement. Yes, page replacement, considering animals from the other jungles. Okay, good. Very good. Dheeraj. Page replacement. And what are the other things that we missed? Thrashing particularly, actually, I thought that I am missing. Thrashing. I was like, that also I thought too, but if I tell that, you will find it out actually. That's why I did not particularly tell that. What is that? Thrashing? What is thrashing first of all? Very good. More number of page faults will lead to thrashing, but what's the situation?
CPU will be busy.
CPU utilization will not be there. CPU will be busy in swapping the pages in and out of RAM and disk, but not be utilized for doing computational. Multi-programming, the degree of multi-programming will get reduced because of thrashing. So when it comes to thrashing, what I told is at the backstore, okay, is the ocean. So somebody from here should go there, and get some water. Like that, if they do continuously, means they will end up in tired. right? Not doing the actual job of playing and doing all their regular day-to-day activities. That's what I thought actually. But if I tell that, no, that time itself you would have identified. Sir is trying to match, no, something with the subject. That's why particularly I didn't tell that. Okay, fine. Who do you think is the one who is responsible for handling all the things that I told so far, like the jungle, the wisdom lake, the pond, the animals, and all those things? No, it is actually the nature, the operating system. Who else other than nature? That is actually the operating system for our example. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.